Hello, you're listening to Chase Your Enthusiasm with your host, Chase Elaine O'Donnell. Hello, that's me. This is episode 8. Can you believe? It's been 2 full months of challenging myself to take tiny steps to improve my life. 2 months. That's crazy. Thanks for coming along on this journey. You know how this works. Today, I will share with you the newest challenge that I will be giving myself this week, and later in the episode, I will share with you how it went. But first, I will share with you when I'll be performing stand-up next. So if you're in the area, you can come on out. You're like, oh, she's a stand-up, but she's doing a self-help podcast. Listen, I don't know. It's what I need. I'm in Indianapolis, the 6th and 7th of October. That's coming right up. Can you believe that? It's October of 2021. That's wild. It still feels like March 2020. It really does. Anyways, I'll be in Indianapolis opening for Christina P., of course. And then we're going to be headed to Denver. That is the October 21st through 23rd. You know what I mean. It's at Comedy Works, and I hear that's a great time. So come on out. I'll also be opening for Christina P. then. I don't know if I told you that. But all the dates are on the Christina P. online. Hold on, what is it? ChristinaPOnline.com, or I have them on my website, chaseodonnell.com, if you want more info about those. Okay, so the challenge this week is working out every single day. Is this another basic challenge like journaling every day? Maybe, but it's important, right? It's important to work out every day. And I'm not talking the yoga that I was doing that was pretty much laying down on my back in Shavasana and I called it a workout. That doesn't count for this challenge. That counts as, for moving the body. But for this challenge, I want to sweat. I want to get a real workout every day of the week. Why, you ask? I feel like it's kind of obvious. I feel like we all know the benefits of working out. And I'll just read some that I looked up on the internet just because it's better for me to read it than say it off the top of my head. It improves blood flow. It improves your general body fitness. You'll have weight loss and stress relief. It boosts our memory. It improves concentration. It improves mental health. It's a mood enhancer. It gets rid of the stress, the anxiety. It lowers risks of developing chronic diseases such as cancer and heart disease. It strengthens, it strengthens the heart muscle. It boosts energy levels. It improves cholesterol levels, and it prevents diabetes. And I'm sure there's 100 other things that I could continue reading off. But that sounds like a really great, it sounds great, doesn't it? I mean, working out is difficult. It does take, some gusto to do it. But those are some lovely benefits, and young and vibrant. That's what I took away from that, Wendy. Thank you. And as much as I would like to exercise to tone and gain muscle and lose weight, I've found in the past when I work out, I don't lose weight. It's really my eating patterns that help me lose the weight or get to my goal weight. But exercise for me is more just about feeling good. And the reason I haven't been able to stick with it is because it takes some effort, and I'd rather sleep in another hour than get up and work out. So I do have to figure out a way to get this to be part of my daily life for at least 5 days a week. So that's the goal here. I have a lot of anxiety. I feel like anxiety just kind of is just there in my life, just underlying in the background all day long. It's just waiting for me to go, hey, yeah, okay, come on out. Let's have some fun. So it's just there. It's like a puppy ready to play at any moment. And I think working out every day could be the answer to making that less so. Let's let's put the anxiety like way in the back burner. It doesn't have to be right there. And I'm curious to see if breaking a sweat and actually doing a good workout every day can change that for me, because obviously you can take medication for it and there are other ways around it, but it would be cool to see if this kind of puts the anxiety at bay a little bit. I'd love to do it every morning, but as we know, my schedule is all over the place. So I will give myself a check mark just for doing it at any time of day that works for me. And I'm talking, I want to do like HIIT workouts, but from home. I don't need to go to a gym. Um, if I had a gym membership, I would go to the gym. Actually, I wouldn't. I had a gym membership and I didn't go. So I think at home workouts are best for me. I have a wonderful friend. Her name's Albina Katsman. And over the pandemic, she started her own business called Body by Bina. She was a Pilates instructor before that. And then she switched into just doing it herself and creating her own business, Body by Bina. And I did a ton of her workouts over the pandemic. She's absolutely amazing. She's also an incredible actress, and we run in the same circles. Let me tell you, she's just the best. And she agreed to hop on a quick Zoom call with me to discuss why she thinks working out is so great and ways to stay motivated. And this is how our conversation went. Albina, my sweet Albina, thank you so much for hopping on with me to chat
Of course.
about the benefits of working out. I don't even know for sure. I just assume you work out at least 5 days a week, right? I assume you're working out a lot.
Honestly, yes. So it ends up being a little bit more than 5 days a week. I really try to give myself one full rest day because I'm such a big proponent on giving your body the time to recover and reset. But it ends up being like 5.5, 6.5 days. I'm like, I could try to give myself 12 hours to rest. But yes,
Still, that's
big.
amazing. When you started working out consistently, what did you find? Like, what benefits did you find in just yourself? What differences did you see?
It's a long time ago. I think so. I started out really working out in college. I like grew up. I did a lot of dance, a lot of sports, and then got into theater, which was like a sport in itself, I believe. But when I really started like going to the gym and taking classes, I just felt very at home, very at peace with myself. And especially so for college, I moved from Chicago to LA. So it kind of gave me like a grounding point. Like I'm really regimented and they're like schedule. So I had my time, I had my classes, I had my time for myself. So it gave me a place to be, something to do, and like really feel good about myself even after like a long day of classes or rehearsal or whatever it is.
So you've been working out consistently for years. This is incredible. So,
Yeah, this
because
is
I
like
go like this. So, because even over the pandemic, I was really good about doing your Pilates classes every time you put one out, and then I fall off the wagon. So, what advice do you give people who have had a tough time staying consistent with the workout program? How to do it?
I would
How do we get
say
back in the game?
30 minutes a day. Really, 30 minutes a day is at the beginning all we need. Even some of my clients, they'll do like 30-minute sessions because it's really not that big a chunk amount of your time. And now, especially because virtual workouts have become such a hit after the pandemic, you can literally roll yourself out of bed. You don't need a cute outfit on, nothing, and you keep that motivation up because you know that it's the easiest thing to get to. Like I travel with I'm looking at them right now, my ankle weights and my resistance bands because I can get a full 20 to 30-minute workout and just outside, like on the patio or something like that. Like I'm traveling right now, just 30 minutes, just write into your calendar, 30 minutes a day. And once you've done it, cross it off because it feels so good to cross it off.
So, even when you're on vacation, you just wake up before everyone else? I find like with like Do you just make sure you're up at 6 or 7 early before the day starts?
So my favorite time of the day is 6 a.m. I do a little magic journaling, which is my friend Natalie. She's wonderful.
I
Um,
did my
I
challenge
start my
last week was journaling.
ah, yay. So it's I journal, I write. Listen, this is on a good day. Some days it's not like this.
Okay.
I just want to point it out that I'm a human and that I can put out everything that I can into the universe, but it's not always going to happen. So I just wanted to put that out there. But my favorite time is 6:15, 6:30, somewhere around there, because no one is awake in the house and I get that time for myself. And for me, I usually like journal. I write out things that I need to do for the day. Maybe I do some work, some business work. And then fortunately for me, I teach classes and I work out during them. But I've noticed that I can't just rely on that because I need my own time and my own space. So I've been going to the gym and or either like a 40-minute walk with my dog. If I write that down, I will see it on my schedule all day. Even if I push it off till the end of the day, it's still there. So having that opportunity to just cross it out is my end all be
I'm
all.
good with crossing out too. Would you
Mm-hmm.
say a 40-minute walk counts as a workout that day? If you didn't get anything in, you could still do a walk.
If you did not get anything in and all you have is the outdoors, yourself, a pet, whatever it is, and you keep up a good pace, maybe you can go up and uphill and then downhill and then go up again. That is a workout. Like my legs are on fire. I usually, if you're familiar with the area, I usually will go from my house down to Mescal and back up. I've counted it's like 40, 45 minutes, depending on my pace. And that is hard. Not only am I like giving my pet a great workout, I'm spending time with them and I'm also giving myself, like my heart rate is up, my legs are burning. It works. It counts. Whatever you can do in that day is better than nothing.
You teach Pilates, which is an amazing, amazing workout. What are
Thank
just a
you.
few things if they had less than 30 minutes to get something in, what would you suggest they do?
I love planks. So if you
Yes,
have
you do.
2 minutes out of your day, I love planks. If you have 2 minutes out of your day, get into a plank. You can be wearing jeans. You can be literally, you can be wearing your dress and do a plank. And I swear to God, your body, you create that heat, you create that strength. Your body starts shaking because a 2 minute plank is not easy. 3 minute, whatever you have time for. Even if it's on your knees, if you do that, you'll feel the burn. Now, will I always say like, hey, do 2 minutes a day and you'll be fine? No, because there's health benefits to working out. It releases stress. You'll be able to move for longer. So a lot of people that do one type of workout every day, same thing. It's almost like equivalent to an athlete. An athlete will always get injured if they're doing the same thing over and over again. So if we're using the same muscles over and over again, doing the same workouts, there's a higher probability that will hurt ourselves or something like that. So if you switch up, like one day you're doing strength training, the next day you're doing some Pilates, the day after that you're doing some cardio, you're going to get that full rounded. Your body's going to feel balanced. And again, not every day are you going to have a great workout. Not every day are you going to feel so amazing about yourself at the end of the day. But you'll know that you'll have done something and your body's moving.
And last question. Um,
Yeah.
what do you feel when you don't work out now? Because now you've made this such a
Oh,
consistent thing. How are you when you don't have your workout? Because I'd love
well,
to
you can
get
ask
there where I'm like, oh,
yeah.
I need my workout. Yeah.
You'll ask the people around me because I become so annoying and I'm like cranky. It's a weird feeling. It's a little bit mental, also psychological, and I just don't feel like myself. I feel off. I feel yeah, it's just not me. And everyone around me is just like, okay, you need that time for yourself. And that sometimes is the hardest time for me to take because I'm around people and I want to I don't want to inconvenience anyone, but if I make that time for myself, then I'm just a better person.
One day.
And Chasey, you are doing it. You're doing this challenge, and if you want to continue it,
Yes. Can you please
am
plug
starting
your challenge?
I'm doing a 2-week challenge. It's called True to You, and really quickly, what it's about is like, oh, I could just call it the Fall Fitness Challenge, but I felt something within me these past few weeks. I'm actually on a trip right now and we've been in nature a lot. And I feel literally this morning I woke up and I'm like, I'm a brand new person. I got all my work done at 6 a.m. I was like ready on time for this interview. But the True to You challenge is led by motivation, and motivation only comes within ourselves. No one else outside of this person right here, right? These people right in front of us are going to make us do what we want to do. So how important is it to be there for yourself, to be true to yourself, to say, no, I'm going to write this down at 9:30. This is what I'm going to do. I have all of these other things around me, but at 9:30, I have this class. So at 9:27, I'm going to be sitting at my computer. My Zoom is on, and I'm going to be ready to work out, or I'm going to be ready to write that script, or I'm going to be ready to have that meeting, whatever it is. For this, we're talking about fitness specifically. And it's literally 6 classes in 2 weeks, plus meditation and wellness workshops, which I'll announce once you sign up. And it's open for everyone. There will be one IRL class. I am located in LA, so it'll be in LA. So if people can make it, great. If not, fine. But virtually, all the classes are available.
I'm going to do it. And it's so easy. Just another little plug. It's so easy because it's online and it's on Zoom, and you can do it anytime that's convenient for you. And
literally, and the classes are not 7 or 6 a.m. 7, like they're 8:15 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So you wake up, you have a cup of tea, cup of coffee, what it is, you're ready to go. Like 30 to 45 minutes out of our days, when we really look at it, really isn't that much.
Yeah. So, wow, this couldn't have aligned more perfectly. The fact you have a challenge coming.
I know.
What are the dates of it?
So it starts October 11th, which is Monday, and ends October 22nd, so which is a Friday. So you have all of that time. And let's say you can't make one of the classes live. I will be posting the class on demand directly for 48 hours so that you can do it.
Okay, perfect. So it's bodybybina.com, right?
bodybybina.com. You can also find me on Instagram at bodybybina. And if you send me a DM, if you want more information about the challenge, about the workout itself, I'm always on my phone, always answering emails. So
it's just so crazy. That's exactly what it comes down to with this challenge, is motivation. So thank you.
Be true to you, girl.
True to you. And just stick to it. If I want to do it, just do it.
Just do it. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
and then cross it off. And literally, when I mean cross, I mean like.
Yeah. If you're listening to this, she's making a huge gesture to cross it off.
Huge gesture, yes. Insert huge gesture.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Wow,
Thank
this really
you, Chase.
Amped to work out. And I'm looking forward to your challenge. I'll be there. So if anyone else wants to join, hop on it.
Sign up.
So just to reiterate, Albina's Instagram is bodybybina. You can find all of her workouts at bodybybina.com also. And this is so exciting because after I finish this week of workouts, the following week, or in 2 weeks or whenever it is, October 11th, I can start her challenge. So if you guys want to start that with me, that'll be great, because I know I'm great with challenges, and it's pretty simple. It's 6 workouts for 2 weeks, and I know I can do that. So I'm very excited about that. So I'll post the info in the show notes, or, the episode description. I'll be posting about it on my Instagram as well. And obviously Albina will be posting it all over her socials. So coolio, cool beans. Is that what cool people say? Do they say things like that? All right. It's that time. I gotta go do a workout, and you should go do one now too. Well, you can finish the podcast. I'll come back in just a minute and let you know. My future self will let you know how this week went. I cannot wait.
Oh my God, I have coronavirus. I am so out of breath and I'm hot. It's like really hot. I have a fever. I also just went on a 3-mile run in 90-degree heat.
Okay, it's probably that. 12 seconds later.
I can't anymore. Wait, I literally can't.
Are you okay?
No, I can't breathe.
Hi, it's me from the future. How's it going? I did it. I did it. I did an intense workout every day this week. I chose to do HIIT workouts. That's high intensity interval training. I believe that's what it stands for. And then I would do a stretch after that would last about 30 to 45 minutes. And then a few of the days I did cardio as well on top of that. So I really did it, you guys. I did it. And I think why I'm so proud of myself is because my schedule was all over the place this week and it would have been really easy not to do it. But I carved out the time. And it was like, it's not like the journaling from last week where it could be 5 minutes. Like this was an hour, hour and a half carved out of my day to do it. So that's why I'm so proud of myself. Can you tell I just did a workout? That's why I'm all energized. There is something about doing this challenge that's more rewarding than the others I've done. Not that studying philosophy isn't rewarding, but this was like instant gratification. After each workout, I felt really good about myself and really accomplished, where I haven't really felt that yet from past challenges. Now, one thing I did to keep myself motivated to work out was this technique that I think it's called pairing. I think I'm making that up. I'm making up the name, but it's something to do with when you're doing something, a task that you don't necessarily want to do. If you pair it with something you really want to do, it helps you stay motivated to do that task you don't want to do. So in this case, the task I didn't want to do was an intense workout. What I wanted to do was binge watch a TV show. So I only let myself watch a TV show if I was working out. So I chose Nine Perfect Strangers on Hulu. I chose it because I really liked White Lotus. It was no White Lotus, like don't get me wrong, but it was good enough for me to want to keep working out. So I think it was an okay show. I guess I recommend it. I teared up. I just did my workout, so I just watched the last episode of the series and I cried. I cried. Not while I was working, but I could have been. I don't know. Maybe I cried while I was working out. Another way to use pairing, if that is what it's called, with a task you don't want to do. Another example, I listened to this. This was like an interview on NPR, but I have heard about it before too. They they say like, oh, you don't want to go to dinner with your mother-in-law? Well, pick your favorite restaurant so that it makes it more fun or something that you do want to do. So different things like that. I don't want to work out, or I don't want to go on a run, but I'll listen to my favorite podcast while I go on that run. That type of thing to make the difficult stuff fun. And then another thing that really did work for me was writing out the workout on my to-do list and on my schedule. I have like several different places. I have a whiteboard, a to-do list, a schedule, a calendar on my phone. I wrote it everywhere so that when I was done, I could cross it off, like Albina was talking about. And it does feel really good to cross something off. And it also feels really bad not to. So having something not crossed off, for me, do you think I'm OCD? Is that an OCD situation? I don't know, but I did like the crossing off. But as far as like muscles, I'm very sore, but on the scale, I didn't lose any weight, which like we talked about, wasn't necessarily the goal. It was just to see what the effects were. That would have been a lovely perk, but but I'm building muscle, so I'm probably gaining muscle. We'll just say that. We'll say that. But on top of it, I did find myself just being healthier in general. So I've been drinking 2 liters of water a day. I got a 2-liter water bottle that was full of kombucha. And then I switched it out for water. I mean, I drank the kombucha, but now I have a big water bottle just for water, so I know exactly how much I'm drinking. So then I definitely ate healthier. Or I at least was more aware of how I was eating. So that's some positive, isn't it? Now, the real question is going to be, can I keep this up? And that's why I'm excited for Albina's challenge that she said she has coming up, because that's going to be another thing to just hold me accountable. Um, I don't have to work out 7 days like I did this week, but like I said, 5 days is a really good goal for myself. And I think that challenge will help me out moving forward. Not a single day did I wake up before 8 p.m. I mean, not 8 p.m., 8 a.m. I didn't wake up before 8 a.m. to do a workout. Let's just say that. I definitely let myself sleep in. I found myself doing the workouts around lunch. I could probably see what happens if I wake up at 6. You know what? I'm thinking that should be a challenge of mine. Wake up at 6 every day and just see what happens with my life. So, all in all, the challenge went really well. I felt accomplished and felt like I did something with my life. I did it. If that's all I did that day, it never was. I always had a million things to do. But if all I did was work out, at least I felt like I did it. There was one day on Saturday I was out. Saturday I was out. I drank a lot. And Sunday I was feeling hungover. And I usually would have just slept to feel better. But instead, I did a workout and a long walk and stretched and got my body moving and grooving. And I felt so accomplished because I know myself. I know I wouldn't have done that had I not had this challenge. So I think that because I felt so good after the workouts and so proud of myself after the workouts, that I hope I'll keep this up. I mean, I used to, growing up, I was very active. I think as kids, most of us are. We're put into sports. I was in dance, and I worked out. Like I had class every day. I don't know if the microphone is picking it up, but there is intense thunder going on right now. Thunder and lightning. It's spooky, baby. It's October. But yeah, growing up, a part of my identity was being active, and that definitely has gone away slowly over the years, and it's just become so much easier to be a sedentary person. But I I do really respect people that make the time to work out and make it part of their lifestyle. I talked about anxiety at the beginning of the week. I don't know. I can't really tell, to be honest. I don't know. But that's if you were wondering. Now kids are screaming. Is it Halloween? I don't know what's going on. So, do you hear that? That is some scary thunder. I'm spooked. I keep looking out the window. Oh my God. And there's been sirens going like crazy. I don't even remember what I was about to say. Basically, I loved this challenge and I hope to keep it up. I really do. So on to other things. Rolo's sitting right next to me because he's scared of the thunder. Other things that made me happy this week. So I gotta say, I'm hooked on the Gabby Petito case. Have we been following? I mean, it could be turned into a TV show. It's so wild. And I've been following along and listening to true crime podcasts, which I never listen to. By the way, the Gabby Petito case, I'm not happy about it. I just enjoyed listening to true crime podcasts. It was entertaining. The podcasts were in, I'm digging myself into a hole. You know what I mean? It's not happy what's going on. It's just a good story. I got myself just the loveliest smelling candle. It's so lovely. So this makes me happy. I celebrated my friend's birthday and we were Ubering back from our dinner, and the Uber driver started playing all millennial hits. It was Maroon 5. It was NSYNC. It was Backstreet Boys. It was Spice Girls. And I tell you, I've never had so much fun in an Uber in my life. Let me tell you, I didn't realize how much I liked Maroon 5's classics until they came on in this Uber, and I literally started screaming. I started screaming. I was really into it. I also had a bit of wine going into that Uber, so, my emotions were heightened. That was for sure a highlight of the weekend. And I gotta say, this rain right now, even though it's like really scary with the lightning and thunder, it is setting the mood for October, and it is officially October, so it's kind of making me happy. I want to pour a cup of tea and light some candles and watch a scary movie. Like, that's an ideal night. So I'm for it. All right, I'm going to wrap this up by picking a crazy sexy love note. Maybe I should get some more, cards to vary it up. Maybe season 2. Let's see what the universe wants us to know for going into this next week. It says, listen. Are you talking more than you're listening? Do you finish people's sentences for them? Shh. True connection is about how we make people feel and whether or not we're being open and present. Life is communicating with you, dear one. An important message is trying to get through. Let go of your fear of not being heard. You'll get your chance. For now, just listen. Oh, I just loved that one. Listen, and not just to people, but listen to you and what your gut is saying. Listen to what messages are around you. This is me getting wooey. Getting all spiritual here, but listen, you'll get your answers. Okay, I needed that. Not gonna lie, I needed it. All right. Listen, that's it. That's the end of this week's podcast. Thank you for making it all the way through to the end to this episode. And again, if you're doing the challenges along with me, let me know. Leave that review if you haven't yet, if it's a positive one. And I'll see you next week. Get out there and chase your enthusiasm.